I can't believe it's already been 2 years since I had my kidney transplant. Everything's been going pretty good so far, but this year seems to have been the roughest. Back this spring, I ended up getting the norovirus. Spent a few days in the hospital. Then, not long after that, some of my blood work was showing that I may have been possibly rejecting the kidney once again. But uh, after a few trips to Duke doing their special blood work and their blood tests, everything's turned out to be, nothing really major to worry about. Just keep doing my regular blood work. And then also this year, I ended up having another infection, which I just recently got over, and now I'm doing so much better. But this whole kidney transplant started probably really more or less when I was born. But for me, it didn't really start until I was about 18 years old and started having a pain in my foot. Went to the doctor over it, and they said it was gout. And after they further investigated everything, they sent me in for an ultrasound, and that's where they found out both of my kidneys were deformed. And I had hoped for a very long time that I would be, 40 or 50 years old before I needed to have a kidney transplant. But here I was, 30 years old, getting a kidney transplant. But I can definitely tell that my life has gotten a lot better because of it. See, 3 years ago, this time 3 years ago, July 20th, I was pretty much miserable. I couldn't really do much. I couldn't get out and mow the yard. I couldn't go walking long distances. It just wore me out way, way too much just to try to do anything like that. And no, I never went on dialysis or anything like that, but just before I got put onto the kidney transplant wait list, my GFR had dropped down to 17, and 15 is what they consider kidney failure. But I have to say thanks to my doctor, because she's the one that got me down in there into Duke. And after I got there, they did their evaluations and everything. They did their blood work. They ended up taking 24 vials of blood from me. That was December 23rd, 2016. So it was right before Christmas. And then they put me on the kidney transplant wait list March of 2017. And then that July, they already had the appointment made and everything, and got a new kidney. Down there at Duke, they do a exchange program. My mom was actually going to be the one to donate to me, but they didn't feel like she was a complete perfect match. But they were worried more because there could have been something kind of like an allergic reaction where she and I were so closely related. But they were going to use her if they couldn't find anything, if they couldn't get a better match. Well, they did. Somebody had wanted to donate just because she felt like she felt the need to donate. She's what they call an altruistic donor. And without that, I don't think the chain reaction that when actually happened But without that altruistic donor, I don't think things would have happened the way they did. 3 women donated, and 3 men had their lives saved. My donor was donating because her brother needed a kidney. And much like my own mom, she wasn't a perfect match for him, but she was for me. And the altruistic donor was the perfect match for her brother. My mom was a perfect match for this other guy. And he had been on dialysis for quite some time. But I just think it's so fascinating that all that just was able to happen all because of one person felt the need and answered that need by doing it. Now, if you really want to save somebody's life, and if you want to be a hero, if you want to be a superhero, consider being an organ donor. Because not only do you save a life, but you're giving someone's life back. I don't know what she's hearing. But I think today I'm going to go out and go fishing. I'm probably going to take you guys along with me. So hang tight. I'll be right back.